Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Circworks, and this is Beyond 100 Days of Making Comics, where I continue where I left off on my 100 Days of Making Comics journey. And if you're not familiar with that is, that's where you spend at least 30 minutes a day, every day, on your own personal comic book project, and then you let people know about it via blog, via vlog, via any way you can get the word out. I don't know, other than vlogs and blogs, what a good way to do that is, but anyway, you get the idea. So yes, I finished my 100 days a while back, and since then I've been doing pretty much weekly updates. I fell off a bit here and there. It took me a couple weeks, but for the most part, weekly updates. And I am making more and more progress on my comic book, Young and the Dead. This is it right here. These are the first two issues available on my website at circworks.com, and hopefully not too far from now, there will be 3 issues available on my website at circworks.com, because I am not totally finished yet, but I've got like 1 page to go as far as penciling and inking. So yeah, I'll show you those pages in a minute. But what else has been going on? I don't know, this week I haven't got a whole lot done. I've been like doing meetings with clients and things like that, and you know, those things take time, but I have been squeezing in some drawing in between. I posted an early Fan Art Friday. It actually wasn't on Friday, it was on Tuesday. But I just had to do something because, and maybe you've seen the video, it's up online, but there was some, you know, last weekend was Comic-Con, and they had a Star Wars panel, and they were showing off some of the scenes and all the like cool practical effects they're doing. So they brought this creature out on stage, and I forgot who was the designer behind it, but it was really cool. But anyway, you know, it was all, you know, animatronic and puppeteering and things like that. So this little creature, they called him Baba Joe, and I have a feeling he's just like a background character. But yeah, I did this character here, and I did it on the like the tone paper, which kind of I like the paper, but it has its drawbacks as far as knowing how the colors are going to react and all that. But yeah, that was fun to do. So that is up if you want to watch that. And I was pretty happy with the way that turned out, because in addition to drawing, I talked a little about my love of Star Wars and just the practical special effects and sort of its influence on me and everything. So I had fun with that one. That was cool. And coming up, I'm going to give you guys a real quick preview of what I got in store for the actual Fan Art Friday, which will be on Friday this week. But just real quickly, I'm back to the 80s robot thing. So Ed 209, that's it. That's all you get to see. Of course, you can pause that and everything. But I filmed this video and everything, and that was fun. I tried to do like a blood splatter effect on it, because if you're familiar with the original RoboCop, pretty violent, pretty bloody, and everything, and just it's almost to the point of absurdly, you know, horrific and funny at the same time. That has to do with this particular robot, Ed 209. So, but if you've seen RoboCop, you know what that's about. So anyway, that's coming up. So that's what I've been doing. Been doing some other sketching. Let's see. Yeah, this is another one I'm working on. This might be another just a sketch time video. I penciled this out. I don't know if you can see, but another kind of mech robot. So I'm going to ink this guy and color that on another video. And I have another another idea for a video. Something really cool came out that I'm going to do a video of. Has to do with Spider-Man. Maybe you've heard something about that, but evidently there's a debate of whether Spider-Man was actually created by Marvel or there was a Spider-Man before that, and I forgot what the article was. I posted it, so if you follow me on Facebook, you can find that. But I thought it'd be cool to, well, I guess it's no big secret if you've seen that, but if you are if you're like old school like me, and you remember the old Ben Cooper Halloween costumes with the plastic mask, and it's pretty much like a garbage bag that you put over your body, and it's got whatever the character printed up. But they had a Spider-Man that they did in the 50s, and if you know Spider-Man, you know he didn't come out to the 60s. And I guess, you know, there's a debate of who actually designed Spider-Man's costume, whether it was Jack Kirby or whether Steve Ditko or whatever. I don't know, but Jack Kirby's passed away, so he can't really comment on this. But Jack Kirby, I guess at one time did work for Ben Cooper Costumes. So anyway, there's this design that came out. It's similar in some ways to Spider-Man, but it's called Spider-Man. It's from the 50s, and it's kind of got a yellow type costume. So I thought it'd be cool just to do a fan art of if that was actually a character, like a comic book character with that costume. And the costume is really, if you're familiar with Ben Cooper, it's kind of they're kind of not the best designs, but they're awful but beloved at the same time, just for nostalgia's sake. But anyway, so I thought it'd be cool to do a video of kind of what that would look like, that Spider-Man, and then maybe tell some stories about my experience with like the Ben Cooper costumes and all that kind of stuff. So that might be up next week if I get around to it. We'll see. But anyway, so yeah, I've been talking about all this other stuff I've been doing, just odds and ends and things really. But here is the latest page. This is page 21 from Young and the Dead. And like I said, there's only one more page to do. And then the next step is I have to take my script and I always make changes along the way. And so far I haven't made a lot of changes to the script, but usually when I start fitting it into the actual panels and things, I've got to do a lot of editing because some of it's lengthy and some of it I don't need. It's just exposition that I don't need to talk about or whatever. So the first thing I need to do is give my script to my girlfriend, who is a writer, not a creative writer, but she writes for a living. And she's like a word nerd and a grammar Nazi and all that. So she'll go over it with a fine-tooth comb, make sure all the punctuation. There's not a lot of punctuation in comic books, but what punctuation there is, other than explanation points and things like that. But it's all uppercase, and so some of that doesn't really apply if you're familiar with reading comic books. But anyway, so she'll go over that, make sure all the spelling's correctly and the grammar's correct and all that stuff. I'll get that back, and then start. Once I finish all the pages, I'll scan them in, and then I'm going to start doing the like the shading, the toning, and then the lettering, and then then I got to do a color cover and all that stuff. So still got some stuff to do here, but we're coming along. So next week I should have the last page done. But here is the penultimate page, page 21 of Young and the Dead 3. Not so much exciting things going on here, but anyway, that is page 21. And you know what? I totally forgot. I'm doing these things. Hopefully, like, I'm not cut off here, because I forgot that I'm supposed to be running these videos up, and now that I'm filming it, I'm showing the artwork, because I remember I got to kind of show it off to the side here. And maybe I'll show all this stuff off to the side just in case it was covered. So over here, and there's a good chance that my face is being covered by this thing too, because I totally forgot about that little video going on up there. But anyway, and then the Ed 209 right there. And yeah, so anyway, that's what's going on this week, and I'll be back next week, and with barring any unforeseen fiascos or anything, I should have all the pages penciled and inked, and we'll be ready to move on to colors. So yeah, that's the update for this week, and I'll see you with the Fan Art Friday with the Ed 209 and that other stuff I was talking about. Yeah, that is all.